Good evening and welcome to week 7 of the WebCenter World Series training. And we have covered so many great topics over the previous 6 weeks, everything to move your WebCenter business forward. We've talked a lot about our core products being website and website design, the state of the market, and how important it is to talk to business owners about having an online presence. We've also talked a lot about our digital marketing products, whether it's, SEO, Google advertising, social media marketing, Facebook advertising. And last week we covered online reputation management. But tonight's topic is going to be very, very important as we lead into the final quarter of this year. And that is going to be the topic of e-commerce. So e-commerce, right? Why do we think that's an important topic for us to make sure we cover? Well, more money will be spent online than ever before in world history. And our small to medium-sized businesses need a way to compete with the major online retailers. And this is a chance for them to leverage technology and digital marketing in a way that they maybe never have before. Maybe last year was an eye-opening experience for them where they realized they had to get online, they had to have some type of e-commerce. But we're at a point now where more and more businesses are realizing how critical it is to their success. So let's talk a little bit about the market. US consumers will spend $933.3 billion on e-commerce in the year of 2021. And I'll tell you, that's up 17.9% year over year. And we see 17% growth each quarter four, right? The end of the year, holiday spending, we usually see about 17% increase. Well, I'll tell you what, look at this. E-commerce sales will continue to grow, reaching 23.6% of total retail sales by 2025 versus 11% in 2019. So look at that. In 6 years, more than doubling, right? The market share in just total retail sales in all will be shifted to online spending, right? And we have a note of where you can see this, but e-commerce is growing. It's not going anywhere. And certainly we've seen a shift in some industries and markets that maybe are just starting to see a pickup. I know we're seeing that with online grocery was a big one, but more and more people are shopping online than ever before, and we can't dismiss our small to medium-sized businesses. So when we research and we look at what are the top e-commerce solutions out there, what are the competitors? What are we up against? What we'll see is WooCommerce is a WordPress plugin, and it's noted as the most popular solution for creating an e-commerce store. But why is that? Well, it's really because WordPress is the world's most popular content management system, right? We call it a CMS. So of course, the world's largest online platform for website building, of course, that plugin is going to then be the largest e-commerce solution out there. Now, there are no limits on the free version of WooCommerce. You can add unlimited products. You can connect the payment gateway like Stripe or PayPal to increase the functionality of that store. However, you'll end up spending money on hundreds of paid extensions necessary for e-commerce success. So it should be hundreds of dollars in paid extensions. And what you'll find is, it's a very, seamless plugin. But then if you really want to customize it, or you want to add more, payment gateways, or you want to have, pan and zoom, 360 image rotation. So you want all these added features. Well, those are going to be above and beyond. And usually not only is the plugin a cost, but then you might need to have a developer help install it. Right. So then the second most popular e-commerce platform is Shopify. And Shopify provides everything you need to build an online store, from a domain name to content management. It's its own standalone e-commerce content management system. So you don't need to pay additional fees for web hosting. And you won't need another software solution to function as a website builder. So you see a lot of people going there because they can build a website and e-commerce. However, there are some downsides to that, and we'll talk about that when we do our comparative analysis. The third most popular e-commerce platform is Magento. However, this solution is cost prohibitive and too complex for most users. And we'll talk about Magento as well, and it'll be eye-opening when we really dive into Magento. So when we take a look, WooCommerce and WordPress, it's a plugin. We're going to set it to the side. It stands in its own category. But here it is, Shopify, website builder and e-commerce. In the second quarter of 2021, Shopify reported revenue of $1.12 billion, up 57% on a year-over-year basis. So they are a huge, huge competitor here. And it's important that we know that it exists, but it's also important to know that we have that same ability when you see what we offer, right? The company's subscription products grew 70% to 334.2 million, right? Subscription products, right? So those that might be an ongoing auto ship type of product, right? So like maybe course downloads, membership, and things like that. So its volume-driven merchant services drove their top line revenue 52% to $785 million. Now, what does that mean? Their volume-driven merchant services. The way that Shopify earns a lot of their income is through transactional revenue. They charge a percentage for every transaction on a Shopify website, right? So when you start taking, the number of companies and businesses that are using them, and then you take 2 to 3% on every single transaction, well, that adds up to over $785 million, right? And who's left paying that? Who's left holding the bag? Well, the business owner, the client, right? So basic Shopify package, look at this, $29 a month. Advanced Shopify package costing $299 a month. And we'll talk a little bit more momentarily, but there are additional fees for credit cards and transactions. So that is a downfall or downside, but we're going to tell you everything that we offer through WebCenters, either legacy or Oasis, we simply crush the competition, right? So navigating new e-commerce channels, challenges and rewards. Look at this. Retailers who may not have paid much attention to digital, navigating the ins and outs of e-commerce, including hosting providers, social media strategies, SEO, digital advertising, and email marketing, can be daunting as well as an expensive proposition, right? You've got a business that doesn't have a consultant or someone that can work with them or support on all of these pieces of digital marketing. That's where we can shine, right? That's where we provide an all-inclusive digital marketing solution that is supported, right? So you have to realize how we stand up against the rest. So business owners first must understand that they have a need before they consider a solution, right? So they need to realize they've got a need, right, before we can solve a problem. So how do we compare? Let's take a closer look. And again, this is across both legacy and Oasis, right? So when we look at WooCommerce, it's free. We realize it. It's flexible. It's open source. Huge number of extensions. Easy setup. It's much easier to get up and online for a storefront. It's easy to customize. It works with WordPress. Anyone using WordPress can use Woo, and many payment options available. However, it can get expensive. And the more extensions equals more licensing fees, right? And you're looking at a monthly licensing fee for all these different extensions. It does not come with website hosting, so they still need to have a web host. They probably also need to have a web builder through WordPress, maybe a theme. They download and install a theme, an FTP client, hosting. Not easy to customize for new users. So while basic customizations are fairly easy, when you want to change the look and feel of the actual storefront, they might need to hire a developer. Again, more costs. And then ongoing maintenance costs. If they want to make some upgrades, they're going to have to contact that developer again. Little to no support, right? WooCommerce is free, which means they can't possibly provide customer service, right? So it's online chat forums and trying to make your way through it as your own online storefront as a business owner. Shopify, 100+ store templates, a large app store, 24/7 support. It's hosted. We've seen the packages here, $29, $79, and $299 a month. Transaction fees for every sale. So in addition to that $29, $79, or $299, on top of that, Shopify charges 0.5% to 2% transaction fees for their plans based on the volume. Monthly costs add up with apps, right? Many apps are free. However, some charge as much as $49 a month, which quickly adds up, right? When you look at that, you're looking at your monthly fee plus your transactional fee plus your monthly cost for the apps and the licensing of those apps. And again, if you don't understand Shopify's main development language, which is Liquid, you again might need to hire an expert or Shopify support, right? So again, support is offered, but not always included. Wix, maybe you've heard of Wix, right? So Wix, a very popular website builder, has not just a website builder, but they also have business and e-commerce plans. And I'll look at this, right? The most popular business unlimited plan, $27 a month, but it's very, very scaled down. It allows them to basically start a storefront, take payments, accept credit cards, and really get started. Unlimited product catalog. However, most businesses that want to succeed online, not only are they going to need the business VIP, which includes some marketing tools, look at this, end-to-end business solution with full support, enterprise edition, everything that we offer. Look at this, Wix, $500 a month. $500 a month for an e-commerce solution with Wix. And then we come down to Magento. Magento is an e-commerce platform, right? So it's flexible, it's open source. You have to have ownership of the software, so you purchase the software. We call it SaaS, S-A-A-S, software as a service. Huge number of extensions. If there's some kind of functionality you want to add to your store, it's no doubt already exists. You can buy it from a Magento extension marketplace. Feature rich, but look at this. Magento Enterprise Edition is well over $18,000 to own that solution. So you're looking at, a small to mid-sized company, they've got less than 100 products. They're not going to purchase an e-commerce solution like this for $18,000, and it's very robust, right? It's difficult and time-consuming to customize. There's a huge learning curve that comes with using Magento, and while it's really customizable, non-technical users will need to hire a developer, right? Expensive to get set up, expensive to maintain. Magento is much more expensive to run than competing e-commerce platforms. You need to purchase the website design and hosting, all additional costs from a third party. But the reason why we talk about Magento is that it's not realistic for the small to mid-sized business. It really is Fortune 50 companies using something like Magento. But look at this. MA WebCenters uses Magento as its e-commerce platform for our legacy e-commerce, right? So legacy e-commerce uses Magento. So top of the line e-commerce platform that we get for a fraction of the cost, because what? MA WebCenters has the software, has purchased it, has customized it, has integrated it into our builder, and all our clients and web center owners get to leverage that. And I think that's incredible. Offering the support, the extensions, we continue to add to it. We are in the process of updating and upgrading our Magento, right? So we're running Magento 1.9 right now, and we're in the process of working on our, we call it 2.x. I think it'll roll out next year at 2.3 or 2.4. But we're really customizing Magento, the 2.x version, to really stand out in this e-commerce world. And that's going to be for our legacy clients, right? So we're always, even though a lot of our English-speaking markets have moved over to Oasis, well, we still have a lot of clients on legacy, and we're going to continue to offer legacy, but Magento is the e-commerce platform. But when you look at the costs, we offer the most comprehensive, competitive digital marketing product, right? When you look at the robust features, tools, resources, and support available, there is simply no comparison for the cost. We provide tremendous value to our clients with the ability to scale their online presence without also increasing their expenses or their costs, right? So basic hosting, $24.99 a month, okay? Now, if you are on our legacy platform, does not include e-commerce. So our legacy would have to be at standard monthly service, which is $79 a month. Managed includes e-commerce at $149 a month for legacy, but if you're on Oasis, whether it's basic, standard, or managed, it's simply an add-on. 100 products for $10 a month, 2,500 products for $25 a month, or unlimited for only $55 a month. So if you look at what we offer, even if we had managed monthly service, which is up to 10 hours a month worth of work on your website, plus unlimited e-commerce, you're looking at what, right? An unbelievable $204 a month for everything, compared to what? Shopify's $299, Wix is $500, right? There's simply no comparison for what we offer. And I think a lot of people, turn to those solutions because what? There's huge advertising budgets, right? And they see them all across YouTube. They see them all across commercials with, even something like GoDaddy, and Wix and Shopify. But the truth of the matter is, rather than paying for that ad spend, we'd rather pay you, the web center owner. Let's save our clients money and pay you handsomely for the referral of that business. And that's why it's so critical to understand this one-to-one marketing over mass marketing, right? So cross-platforming has become essential, right? Essential. That's an incredible word, right? Having a single website will not suffice. You have to work on SEO for traditional search engines like Google, but also go beyond that. Consumers and prospects use multiple platforms to purchase products. These include retailer websites, your own website, and social media, right? There's lots of marketplaces on the social media sites now that can actually sell product. So it's important to realize that through either Magento or through our Oasis platform, there are apps and extensions available that make it not only possible, but also easy for the small to medium businesses to manage that e-commerce solution, right? Plugged right in. If someone wants to sell on Instagram, they want to sell on Facebook, they can easily do that through the extensions that are available through that software, right? And there's an app store through Oasis in the e-commerce management tool. And then there's also some great extensions and remarketing tools, such as abandoned cart issues with our email newsletter functionality through Legacy. So we've got you covered when it comes to e-commerce. So how do you, as a web center owner, talk about e-commerce? Well, when you're doing your consultation, simple questions. Are you currently selling online? That's an easy question, right? Are you currently selling online? And yes or no, would you like to sell online? Or if you have, what's going well? If you haven't, why not? Right? Are you currently taking payments online? So maybe it's a service-based industry and they're not, well, I don't have anything to sell. I do landscaping. I do snow removal, right? Well, are they taking payments online? Online invoicing? What challenges do you face with your current e-commerce? That's a great question. What revenue opportunities might you be missing by not being online? That's a big one, right? More and more businesses are realizing they've got to get online, but they don't know how, right? And they don't know how to manage it. They think it's too costly, and it's fear of the unknown, right? But it really should be fear of missing out, FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. What revenue opportunities might you be missing by not being online? Wouldn't you agree? And that's a great way to start the statement, right? Wouldn't you agree that more people are going to be spending money online through this holiday season? They can't deny that, right? And you might even share. It's estimated it's going to grow over 17% compared to last year, which is going to be billions of dollars spent online. So what opportunities might you be missing? Do you know if your competitors are online? Maybe that's the pain button, right? Do you know if your competitors are online? They may or may not know. Are there additional products that you would like to sell, right? So maybe it's outside of what they're already selling. Is there a way that we can help them increase sales by adding a new revenue channel, right? A complementary product or service. Even if you are service-based, have you considered adding a retail channel, right? If you are in a service industry, have you considered some products that you can sell online or a brick and mortar location? So you might just be service-based. You don't have a brick and mortar location or an office, but why not take advantage of online retail? Could you sell gift cards or gift certificates online? That's a big one. Right now with holiday spending, is there a way for people who love your storefront or your products and services, is there a way that you could offer gift cards or gift certificates online? Is that something that you have the ability to do? So those are very easy questions, which then if you get them talking about e-commerce with those basic questions, then it's simple to just say, we've got some ideas that we can share. I'd love to schedule a demonstration. I'd love to schedule something with a product specialist. I'd love to schedule an appointment with one of our e-commerce specialists, and then continue that conversation. So the idea is everything that we've talked about, candidates, current research, contacting them, consultation appointment, and close them to an appointment are the same thing with every one of these. And you might have already talked to these businesses last year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years ago, or even 2 months ago. And if you didn't talk about e-commerce, it's a great opportunity to follow up and start talking about e-commerce. Now, it's not too late, right? Mid-October, it's not too late, but we don't want to wait too much longer to have the e-commerce discussion because a lot of people might think that they're already too late and going to miss out. Well, we'll tell you right now is a great time to get online with an e-commerce solution. So beyond e-commerce, there's potential opportunity for you as an unfranchised owner, right? When you start listening to statements and phrases that might be, well, I don't want to manage inventory, right? Yeah, I'd like to have e-commerce, but I don't want to have to manage an online inventory. I don't want to have to worry about staffing to support fulfillment or shipping. I don't have to worry about that. Oh, I've tried to sell online before. It was a headache. Well, there's no way I can compete with the big box stores, so there's no use, right? No one's gonna. I'm a little hardware store. How could I possibly compete with Home Depot, Lowe's, and Ace Hardware? I don't know where to start. I just simply don't know enough. Well, I'm a service business. I don't want to really sell products. Seems too daunting, right? You get the reaction that it might be a little bit overwhelming. Well, you know what? I just want more people coming into my store. Rather than focusing on this, I just need more customers. I need more foot traffic coming into my store. Well, do we have opportunities? You bet we have opportunities. Well, what about the APN, the Affiliate Publisher Network? They can publish relevant shop.com or Market America products right to their site and earn commissions for referring the sale, and they don't have to do anything with the inventory, right? Those customers become your customers, right? They become your customers. Would you like more customers, right? 3% commission for shop.com partner store products and 15% commission for MA branded products goes to your client that is using the APN tool. And if you want more information, go to affiliate.shop.com. Now, MA brands, retail sales. Well, how about adding MA exclusive brands to their retail strategy? If they're a service-based business, they're a health professional, they're a landscaping company, they are an allied health professional, they're a beauty salon, right? A beauty business, fitness facility. When they provide a service, they can also offer our branded products. So you talk about putting maybe OPC3 Beauty Blend with a salon, right? Maybe they've got enough inventory in personal care products and cosmetics products and skincare products, but maybe they don't have nutrition products. It's a hot topic, right? Beauty from the inside out, plus also all the things that we talk about in terms of health and nutrition. Those are conversations that they're having with their clients in the chair. How would you like to create another revenue channel by offering complementary products to the conversations that your clients are having? Right? That's a great question. And then simply introduce them to our brands. Use the trial size or the sample sizes to have the business owners try some of our products. You might just get a client for yourself or a customer for yourself. And how about this? The unfranchised business opportunity. Are they looking for additional streams of revenue? Can they tie it to the business or not? Doesn't matter, but it starts that conversation. And then referral marketing. If they do have e-commerce already, why not take a look at if they'd qualify to be a shop.com partner store, right? So at the bottom of everyone's shop.com is a little link that says partner with us, and there's information there on how they can become one of our partner stores. Now, you don't get anything for the lead to create a partner store. However, you can support them and you get IBV and your customers get cash back when you help get more partner stores on shop.com. And what about shop local, right? Those that want to drive more foot traffic to their physical business, shop local. They can send an email to shoplocal@shop.com. So listen for questions like, are they looking for more in-store traffic? Are they looking for more online traffic? The idea is we've got solutions for everything. So your job, first, revisit your candidate list, right? Revisit every single candidate on that list. Who is already selling online and who's not selling online? You can make a little check mark or an X. Now, just because they're already selling online doesn't mean that you've missed the opportunity. They might have some challenges. If they're not selling online, your job is to find out why. Who could potentially sell online? Create an interest to set an appointment for them to learn about e-commerce opportunities. Now, you might do some phone calling, you might do some text messaging, you might even just do some emailing. Say, hey, I've got some really incredible e-commerce statistics that might help your business in this fourth quarter. How soon could you give me 10 or 15 minutes on a phone call? And that's a great way to create urgency. How soon? How soon can we have a phone call to discuss your revenue in this fourth quarter, right? I challenge each and every one of you to just go down this list. And it starts with number 1. Revisit the candidate list. Check mark or an X. Are they selling online or not? And who could potentially sell online? Even if it's gift certificates or gift cards. Tremendous opportunity for you and your clients by helping them get online.